Daily Horoscope Analysis for Virgo. May 14, 2025, as the middle of May unfolds, Virgo, today presents a fascinating cosmic landscape for you. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Saturn, your analytical abilities are heightened to remarkable levels. This is not just an ordinary Wednesday. It's a day when your natural precision aligns perfectly with universal energies. The morning begins with the moon in practical Capricorn, creating a natural affinity with your earth sign energy. This lunar position amplifies your already methodical approach, making the early hours ideal for tackling complex problems that require attention to detail. You'll find yourself noticing patterns that others miss, which could prove invaluable in both personal and professional contexts. Venus is currently dancing through Gemini in your career sector, casting a favorable light on your professional image. Colleagues and supervisors are more likely to appreciate your contributions today, and there's a distinct possibility that your meticulous work ethic will receive recognition. For Virgos working in communication, education, or analytical fields, this planetary arrangement is particularly auspicious. Jupiter's position in Libra continues to influence your financial sector, suggesting unexpected monetary opportunities may arise. However, with Neptune in Aries creating some tension with your practical nature, be careful to verify all details before making significant financial commitments. The numbers may look promising, but double-checking will prevent potential oversights. In your relationship sphere, today brings intriguing developments. Single Virgos might find themselves attracted to someone who challenges their intellectual boundaries, possibly a Sagittarius or Gemini individual who approaches problems from an entirely different perspective than your methodical one. This magnetic difference could spark fascinating conversations that leave you thinking long after they've ended. For Virgos in committed relationships, Mars in Cáncer is activating your house of friendships and long-term goals, potentially creating some tension between your partner and your social circle or career ambitions. Clear communication becomes essential today. Remember that expressing your needs doesn't diminish your ability to compromise. A thoughtful discussion around 8 p.m. when the moon forms a sextile with Venus could ease any relationship friction. Health-wise, today's astral configuration suggests paying particular attention to your digestive system, the physical center of Virgo's planetary influence. The Capricorn moon might be intensifying your tendency toward worry, which often manifests in your stomach or intestinal tract. Consider incorporating anti-inflammatory foods into your diet today, particularly ginger or turmeric. A 10-minute mindfulness practice in the afternoon could also help regulate any nervous energy that builds up. Your mental acuity is exceptionally sharp today, making it perfect for detailed work, research, or study. However, be careful not to fall into overthinking patterns. With Mercury's strong influence, your mind might race into unnecessary worry spirals if not properly channeled. Writing down your thoughts or engaging in logical problem-solving activities can help harness this mental energy productively. At work, your organizational skills shine brightly. Colleagues may seek your assistance with structuring projects or identifying inefficiencies in systems. While your critical eye is valued, remember to deliver observations with tactful communication, something the diplomatic Libra Jupiter can help with if you consciously channel its energy. Today might bring an opportunity to streamline a process that has been causing friction in your workplace for months. Financially, this is an excellent day for budgeting, tax planning, or reviewing investments. Your natural attention to detail, combined with Jupiter's expansive influence in your money sector, creates a perfect scenario for identifying both potential savings and growth opportunities. Consider setting aside 30 minutes to review your financial goals and adjust your strategy accordingly. The evening hours bring a slight shift as the moon prepares to move into Aquarius, gradually turning your focus toward health routines and daily habits. You might feel inspired to reorganize your schedule or create a more efficient system for managing household tasks. This lunar transition supports implementing new organizational systems that will serve you well in the coming weeks. Your communication style today carries unusual persuasive power. With Mercury forming that harmonious aspect to Saturn, your words carry weight and authority. If you've been wanting to pitch an idea or make a compelling case for something important to you, the hours between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. offer the strongest cosmic support for these endeavors. For creative Virgos, today's energy supports detailed artistic work that requires precision and patience. Whether you're writing, designing, or engaging in any creative pursuit, you'll find your ability to perfect the fine details is enhanced. The Saturn influence adds staying power to your efforts. Work completed today has the potential to create lasting impact. Regarding your spiritual growth, today's planetary alignment encourages finding sacredness in everyday tasks. Your sign naturally understands that attention to small details can be a form of devotion, and today this connection between the mundane and the divine feels particularly strong. Even simple acts of organization can become meditative practices if approached with mindful awareness. Your most compatible signs today include Taurus, whose steady practicality complements your analytical nature, and Capricorn, who shares your appreciation for structure and planning. Interactions with Pisces might require more patience, as their dreamy approach may frustrate your desire for clarity and precision. Challenge areas today might include communications with fire signs, particularly Aries individuals, who may seem unnecessarily impulsive from your perspective. Remember that their quick decision-making process isn't necessarily wrong, just different from your thorough approach. Your lucky numbers for today are 4, 6, 15, and 33. Favorable colors include navy blue, which supports your mental clarity, and soft green, which helps balance your analytical tendencies with emotional awareness. For maximizing today's potential, consider carrying or wearing hematite, a grounding stone that helps transform negative energy into positive focus, perfect for channeling any overtly critical thoughts into constructive problem-solving. As the day concludes, take a few moments to acknowledge the progress you've made. Virgos often focus so intently on what still needs improvement that they forget to celebrate accomplishments. Tonight's transition toward an Aquarius moon reminds you that even perfectionists deserve to recognize their achievements and rest. Looking ahead, tomorrow will bring a more socially oriented energy as the Aquarius moon fully takes hold. This will create an excellent opportunity to share today's insights and accomplishments with others who can appreciate your unique perspective. Remember, dear Virgo, your attention to detail isn't just about finding flaws. It's your special way of caring deeply about quality and excellence. Today's stars affirm that your methodical approach is exactly what's needed in a world that often moves too quickly to notice what truly matters. For Virgo, on May 14, 2025, the planetary positions reveal a fascinating cosmic landscape that directly influences your analytical nature and daily experiences. The Sun continues its journey through Taurus, occupying your ninth house of higher learning and exploration. This creates a stable foundation for intellectual pursuits and philosophical contemplation, encouraging you to broaden your horizons while maintaining your practical approach to knowledge acquisition. Mercury, your ruling planet, has recently entered Gemini, activating your 10th house of career and public reputation. This placement is particularly significant for you, as it creates a dynamic energy around professional communication and enhances your ability to express complex ideas with clarity and precision. You'll find yourself thinking more quickly and adaptably about career matters, possibly juggling multiple projects or responsibilities with unusual dexterity. The moon in Libra transits through your second house of personal resources and values, forming a harmonious trine with Mercury. This alignment supports financial decision-making and helps you articulate your needs and values with both logic and emotional intelligence. Venus, positioned in the late degrees of Taurus, is preparing to enter Gemini tomorrow, creating a pivotal moment in matters of career recognition and professional relationships. This transitional energy may manifest as pending decisions about collaborations or opportunities for recognition that will fully materialize in the coming days. Mars in Leo occupies your 12th house of the subconscious and hidden matters, forming a challenging square to Saturn in Taurus. This aspect could bring subconscious tensions to the surface, particularly around issues of limitation or restriction in your pursuit of knowledge or truth. You might feel an internal struggle between taking bold action and respecting established boundaries or traditions. Jupiter, having recently entered Gemini after its year-long transit through Taurus, now illuminates your career house with expansive energy. This beneficial placement supports professional growth and brings opportunities for advancement, especially through communication, teaching, or publishing ventures. The conjunction forming between Jupiter and Mercury amplifies your analytical abilities and brings a touch of good fortune to intellectual pursuits and professional communications. Saturn continues its transit through Taurus in your 9th house, bringing structure and discipline to areas of higher learning, travel, and belief systems. This position asks you to build sustainable foundations for your worldview and approach to knowledge, possibly through formal education or systematic study of subjects that expand your perspective. Uranus, also in Taurus, forms a sextile with Neptune in Pisces, creating a subtle yet significant background influence that connects your spiritual insights with practical innovation. This aspect supports integrating intuitive understanding with tangible improvements in daily life. Neptune in Pisces occupies your 7th house of partnerships, casting a somewhat foggy influence over one-to-one relationships. While this can bring inspiration and compassion to your interactions, today's sextile with Uranus helps you find innovative ways to maintain boundaries while still connecting deeply. Pluto, continuing its transformative journey through Aquarius in your 6th house of daily work and health routines, forms a trine with your natal Virgo placements. This supportive aspect empowers your efforts to transform outdated habits and embrace more effective systems for maintaining well-being and productivity. The North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra cut across your financial axis, 2nd and 8th houses, highlighting a karmic emphasis on balancing self-sufficiency with resource sharing. Today's planetary activity stimulates this axis through the Libra moon, bringing attention to financial partnerships and shared resources. Chiron in Aries forms a square with planets in your 1st house, potentially triggering healing opportunities around self-identity and how you present yourself to the world. This may manifest as sensitivity about how your analytical nature is perceived by others. For Virgo specifically, today's planetary positions create a notable emphasis on your mental faculties and communication skills. With Mercury, Jupiter, and soon Venus all in Gemini in your 10th house, there's significant cosmic support for expressing your ideas with authority and expanding your professional reach. The Saturn-Mars square suggests potential frustration with limitations, particularly in how quickly you can implement your vision or ideas. Practice patience and recognize that the disciplined approach Saturn demands will ultimately strengthen the foundation of your achievements. The Uranus-Neptune sextile offers subtle support for blending innovative thinking with compassionate understanding, particularly valuable for Virgos, who sometimes struggle to balance critical analysis with acceptance. This aspect helps you see both the flaws that need improvement and the inherent value in imperfection. As Mercury and Jupiter move closer to conjunction in the coming days, prepare for a significant opportunity to showcase your intellectual gifts and analytical abilities in a professional context. The precise alignment of these planets in your career house on May 14th creates a particularly favorable day for presentations, interviews, or launching communication-based initiatives. Today, Virgo natives find themselves at an interesting communication crossroads as your ruling planet Mercury in grounded Taurus forms a supportive trine with Saturn in Pisces. This planetary alignment brings structure and depth to your words, allowing you to express complex ideas with remarkable clarity and practical insight. Your analytical abilities are particularly sharp, making this an excellent day for important conversations, presentations, or written work. However, Mercury's square to Mars in Cancer introduces an element of emotional sensitivity to communications. You might feel somewhat defensive when expressing yourself or encounter others who react emotionally to factual statements you make. Be mindful that your precision and attention to detail, while valuable, may come across as criticism to more sensitive individuals. Taking a moment to consider the emotional impact of your words before speaking will serve you well. The Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Gemini activates your 10th house of career and public reputation, suggesting unexpected opportunities may arise through networking or public speaking. A chance conversation with a superior or authority figure could open doors you hadn't anticipated. Your ability to articulate innovative ideas receives cosmic support, especially in professional settings. Venus in Gemini enhances your natural charm and diplomacy, helping smooth over any communication challenges that arise. You'll find yourself able to navigate difficult conversations with more grace than usual, particularly in group settings or committee work. This placement supports collaborative projects and brainstorming sessions. The moon in Libra today emphasizes your second house of values and resources, suggesting conversations about shared assets, finances, or values will be particularly productive. You might find yourself negotiating terms or discussing budget matters with surprising ease and fairness. For Virgo writers, editors, teachers, or anyone who works with information and communication, today offers exceptional focus and mental stamina. The Mercury-Saturn trine supports sustained intellectual effort and helps you organize complex information into coherent, useful structures. Digital communications receive favorable aspects today, making it an excellent time to update your online presence, engage on social media platforms, or create content that showcases your expertise. Your words carry additional weight and authority online. In personal relationships, you may notice yourself becoming more direct about your needs and boundaries. While your typical approach might be more service-oriented and accommodating, today's energy supports healthy assertiveness. Express your truth, but remember that the delivery matters as much as the content. Mercury's position also enhances your ability to learn new information quickly. If you've been struggling with a course of study or technical manual, today offers mental clarity that makes complex subjects more accessible. Take advantage of this by tackling challenging material or scheduling important study sessions. Communication with siblings, neighbors, or close community members flows more smoothly than usual, allowing you to resolve any lingering misunderstandings or make plans for shared activities. Short trips related to gathering information or education are favored. Be mindful of a tendency toward perfectionism in communication today. While Mercury in Taurus supports thoroughness and attention to detail, you might get caught in endless revisions or overthinking simple messages. Set time limits for email drafting or presentation preparations to avoid diminishing returns on your efforts. Neptune in Aries forms a subtle aspect to your communication sector, adding a touch of creativity and intuition to your typically logical thought process. You might receive insights or ideas that seem to come from nowhere. Pay attention to these flashes of inspiration, as they can lead to innovative solutions. The placement of Mercury in Taurus offers you a rare combination of mental precision and emotional steadiness. Your thoughts come with a deliberate, measured quality today that lends weight to your words. Ideas don't merely float through your mind, they anchor themselves in practical reality, giving you the ability to communicate concepts with unusual substance and staying power. This grounded energy is particularly valuable when you need to convince others of your viewpoint or establish credibility in new settings. The supportive trine between Mercury and Saturn creates a bridge between your communication style and deeper wisdom. You may find yourself naturally incorporating life lessons, historical context, or traditional knowledge into your conversations. This aspect also supports contractual negotiations, formal agreements, and any communication that needs to withstand the test of time. For Virgos working in fields requiring precision communication, such as law, technical writing, editing, data analysis, or research, the day offers exceptional focus and clarity. Complex problems that have resisted solution may suddenly reveal their logical structure, allowing you to articulate solutions where previously you saw only confusion. Your ability to organize information hierarchically and present it in accessible ways makes you an invaluable team member or leader today. For Virgo, on May 14, 2025, the financial landscape appears particularly promising with Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a favorable trine aspect with Jupiter in your wealth sector. This planetary alignment opens channels for monetary growth and unexpected financial opportunities. Today's celestial configuration specifically highlights your natural analytical abilities, allowing you to spot value where others might miss it. With the moon transiting through your career house, professional recognition could directly translate to financial rewards. This is not merely coincidence, but rather a cosmic invitation to leverage your meticulous attention to detail for monetary gain. Mercury's position strengthens your communication about money matters, making this an excellent day to negotiate raises, discuss investments, or pitch financial ideas. The Venus-Saturn sextile active today brings stability to your financial planning, supporting long-term security over impulsive purchases. Look especially toward collaborative ventures as Mars energizes your house of partnerships, suggesting that joining forces with others might multiply your earning potential. The number 7 appears significant for financial transactions today, perhaps related to timing or amounts. Morning hours between 8 and 10 a.m. offer the strongest alignment for financial discussions, when your mental clarity reaches its peak under Mercury's influence. Consider revisiting a previously abandoned financial project or idea, as Pluto's retrograde motion suggests value in rediscovering past opportunities. Your practical approach serves you especially well today, but Jupiter's influence encourages reasonable risk-taking within structured parameters. Someone with influence in your professional sphere may provide unexpected financial insight. Remain receptive to advice from mentors or authority figures. Digital currencies or technological investments receive favorable aspects, particularly those connecting to communication systems, a natural Virgo affinity. A financial opportunity may arrive disguised as an additional responsibility. Be willing to calculate the long-term value beyond immediate compensation. The second half of the day favors reviewing financial documents with your characteristic thoroughness, potentially uncovering overlooked benefits or savings opportunities. Trust your innate sense of discernment regarding value today, as Neptune's position could cloud others' judgment while your Virgo perception remains sharp. Resources shared with family or household members show particular promise for optimization. Consider consolidation strategies that align with your natural preference for efficiency. The day's energy supports creating or refining budgeting systems that will serve you well beyond just today. Your financial intuition receives cosmic enhancement, balancing your typical analytical approach with subtle nudges from the universe about timing and opportunity. This rare Mercury-Jupiter alignment particularly benefits detailed financial planning with an eye toward reasonable expansion. Earth sign energy predominates today's financial aspects, grounding your approach and favoring tangible investments over speculative ventures. However, Jupiter's influence creates space for controlled growth within your characteristically cautious framework. Pay attention to seemingly minor financial details today, as they may contain significant future value, a skill that comes naturally to your Virgo sensibilities. The Sun's position in your 9th house suggests that financial opportunities may come through foreign connections or educational pursuits. Perhaps consider exploring international markets or investments with global reach. The asteroid Vesta forms a conjunction with your financial sector, bringing sacred focus to your monetary goals and helping you align spending with your deepest values. This is an excellent day to reconsider what true wealth means to you personally. The North Node's position suggests that financial growth comes through embracing new technologies rather than clinging to familiar but outdated systems. Consider automating some aspect of your finances today. The part of fortune aligns favorably with your sign, indicating that prosperity comes most easily when you embrace your authentic Virgo traits rather than trying to emulate others' financial strategies. Mercury's harmonious aspect with Chiron offers healing around old money wounds, particularly those related to self-worth or valuing your skills appropriately in the marketplace. Financial discussions with siblings or neighbors could prove unexpectedly fruitful today. Casual conversations might reveal valuable opportunities or insights about resource management. The Black Moon Lilith's position cautions against suppressing your financial intuition. To please others, your gut feelings about money matters deserve respect today. On May 14th, 2025, Virgo finds itself in a particularly auspicious alignment as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Earth signs. This creates a foundation of practical good fortune that permeates several areas of your life. The day brims with potential, especially in domains where your natural analytical abilities can shine through with added confidence and expanded vision. Your ruling planet Mercury's position indicates enhanced clarity of thought and expression, making this an excellent day for important communications and intellectual pursuits. The moon in Capricorn further grounds your energy, providing stability and endurance for long-term projects. Your fortunate areas today revolve around academic and educational endeavors, where your meticulous approach will be recognized and rewarded. If you've been considering enrolling in a course or certification program, cosmic forces strongly favor these initiatives now. The workplace presents another sphere of good fortune, particularly in tasks requiring attention to detail and systematic problem-solving. Colleagues and superiors are more likely to notice your contributions, creating opportunities for recognition or advancement. Financial matters also receive positive vibrations, especially regarding investments or financial planning. Your natural prudence combined with Jupiter's expansive influence creates an ideal balance between caution and growth potential. The third house activation in your chart supports fortunate interactions with siblings, neighbors, and in your immediate community. Small trips or local errands may yield unexpected positive encounters or discoveries. Technological matters are especially favored, whether troubleshooting issues, learning new software, or organizing digital systems. You'll find solutions come more easily than usual. Your analytical mind is operating at peak efficiency, allowing you to see patterns and connections others might miss. Health matters show positive indicators, particularly regarding digestive wellness and nervous system balance. Implementing new health routines or refined nutritional approaches brings immediate benefits. Creative expression through writing, teaching, or detailed craftwork carries fortunate energy today. Your ability to articulate complex concepts in accessible ways makes you a valuable resource to others. Partnership matters benefit from your increased patience and willingness to compromise without sacrificing standards. The evening hours prove especially fortunate for quiet, contemplative activities that allow you to process and integrate the day's experiences. To maximize these fortunate energies, focus on projects requiring precision and systematic thinking. Share your knowledge generously with others, and remain open to unexpected learning opportunities that may appear mundane at first glance, but contain valuable insights. The universe rewards your natural thoroughness today, while simultaneously encouraging you to expand your vision beyond usual parameters. May 14th, 2025 presents a fascinating social landscape for Virgos as Mercury forms a supportive sextile with Jupiter, expanding your communication sphere and social possibilities. This planetary alignment particularly energizes your 11th house of friendships and social networks, making this an exceptional day for both nurturing existing relationships and forming valuable new connections. The moon in Aquarius illuminates your 6th house, creating an interesting dynamic where casual workplace interactions could blossom into meaningful friendships. There's a special quality to your social energy today. You're radiating a grounded warmth that draws people toward you without the anxiety that sometimes accompanies your social experiences. Venus, positioned in Gemini, enhances your social charm in professional settings especially, suggesting that networking events or work-related gatherings could yield particularly fruitful connections. Someone you meet today through a work colleague might later become instrumental in your personal growth journey. Your ruling planet Mercury is particularly well aspected, sharpening your analytical abilities while simultaneously softening your delivery. This means you'll be able to offer your trademark insightful observations without coming across as overly critical, a balance that sometimes eludes you. Pay attention to a surprising connection with someone from a very different background or life experience. Their perspective could profoundly shift your thinking on a matter close to your heart. Group activities are highly favored, particularly those involving intellectual discussion, community service, or skill sharing. Your ability to organize and bring structure to group endeavors will be especially appreciated today. Don't be surprised if you're asked to take a leadership role in a team or community project. While you might initially hesitate, accepting this opportunity could open unexpected social and professional doors. Digital connections also receive a boost today, making it an excellent time to engage meaningfully on social platforms, reconnect with distant friends, or join online communities aligned with your interests and values. The Saturn-Neptune aspect forming in the background suggests that connections made now have potential for long-term significance, particularly those built around shared ideals or humanitarian concerns. Pay special attention to friends who seem unusually quiet. Your perceptive nature allows you to sense when someone needs support even before they vocalize it. Your compassionate listening could make a significant difference in